A very good evening to all of you. This is Yogendra from Fast Coding School, guys. Welcome back and welcome to day two of a project season 5, guys. Please confirm if you can hear me, guys. Please confirm if you can hear me. Please use yes and no options in the Zoom window. That is more convenient to you as well, and we get a clear feedback, clear response as well. A lot of people are now responding. Thank you, guys. That's very good. Okay, so guys, let's start now. And how do we start? Okay, so that's the point, right? How do we start? So guys, as a major activity for today, right, we are going to focus details of the problem statement today. So Sylvester sir will take you through a deep understanding of the problem statement and also talk about the kind of a solution approach. Okay, so he will walk through right through the problem statement document and couple of other related documents. Although if you remember, guys, yesterday he told you to go through those documents which he shared in the Zoom meeting as well as and on the Slack as well. Okay, so guys, first let's give me a feedback, guys, that how many of you guys were active on Slack today. At least once in a day you were there in the Slack and and having a background that what is going on the Slack. I'm getting, okay, so please do not use a raise hand, guys. Use yes and no options. Okay, and guys, in a real a life scenario, it is okay, right? If you have not gone through the document, that's okay. It happens sometimes, right? So you should not hesitate in accepting that you did not go through the documents, you were not active on the Slack. That's okay, right? I think some time will you will take some time to come into the discipline mode and start following the instructions, but that is okay to start with. That's fine. So guys, as you are given that the problem statement is around data analytics and the visualization. So that is our first one-liner statement regarding the problem statement. Okay, the kind of tools and technologies that we are going to use to solve, right, that kind of a tools and technologies that we are going to use to solve this problem and develop the project, right? Obviously Python is required, pandas is required, numpy is required, a dash is required, and that is perfectly fine, guys. If you have no knowledge around pandas, if you have no knowledge around numpy, if you have no knowledge around the dash, right, only thing that is required is that you should be having a basic Python knowledge. That is required. Beyond that, everything we are going to teach you. Okay, everything we are going to teach you, whatever the skills will be required to start the development, guys. We will teach you here everything. Okay, so Swati Lohia is saying, sir, I read the document but I understood very little. I think Swati, this is very, acceptable. And first you tried, that is very good. And we also understand that you will have a very little understanding once you go through the document for the first time. And that's why Sylvester sir will spend a good amount of time today, guys, right? Good amount of time today with you and explain the problem statement in the details, because once you have a control over the problem statement, things become easy. Things become easy for you, that how to take it forward, how to design the solution approach. सबसे पहले, the most important thing is that you need to understand the problem statement, and that's why he will take you through that journey today, guys. Okay. And today I could see a couple of people were there, very active on the Slack. So I think this is a good start, guys. It's a good start. Shubham was asking, sir, I have a lot of questions for you, right? And then Chirayu was there, who was like, there. So a lot of people were active. Saloni was there. Okay. So I'm just taking a couple of names. So this is a good start, guys. And Slack is a very powerful community, right? You should be active on that, and then you will see that how amazing it has been a journey for you guys, where you can contribute, or maybe you can take the help from the others, and this is how you grow, and this is how you learn the things. Okay. So as of now, here you can see on my screen, guys, I have shared a testimonial from Bijal Patel. Bijal Patel was from Gujarat, and she was very active in the project season 3, and she successfully completed the project as well. And and she was very active in contribution towards the helping people whenever they were issues, there were any issues on the Slack. So she was very active in that, and she recently wrote this feedback to us. So I wanted to share this with you, and so Dr. Sylvester must be happy that personally she has she has been very impressed with the teaching skills of Sylvester sir. So guys, डर के आगे जीत है, राइट? डर के आगे जीत का मतलब, अगर एक बार आपने ये डिसाइड कर लिया है कि वी हैव टू गो, right, we have to do this, right, and this is going to be one of the finest experience of your learning, guys. College maybe, whatever you learn, I can guarantee you guys, this is going to be 100x, kind of a experience for you, a learning for you, and this is going to stay with you forever, guys. So चलिए start करें आज का. I have given you a kind of a agenda for today, right, guys? So I think Sylvester sir is ready. Sirji, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sylvester sir is ready, guys, and now he will go through the problem statement, and a lot of things are there, right? So Nandini is saying, sir, please, I'm from Tamil Nadu, so please talk in English. So Nandini, yes, in a very few places I talk in Hindi, but I'll not to include that in the coming sessions. I will keep the conversation only in the English, and sorry for your inconvenience. So Sergi, over to you, Sylvester sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, guys and gals. Hope you people are excited. It's a normal practice what I have seen. It's a normal practice what I have seen. Yesterday there were 230 people in my class, and when I told you people to go through the document, the project document, the problem statement, okay, and the code book, today it's only 185 people there. Approximately 50 people have left the session, and these are those people, guys, lot of people, when they see, these are those people, guys, when they see the problem statement and they feel that the problem statement is very complicated and scary. And it's a normal process, guys. Please try to understand, it's a normal process. The reason behind that is that you people feel the document is very complex, very scary, not understandable. The reason for that is you people have not yet experienced any client problem statement. But don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. I am there with you. The
Sylvester, sir, sorry to interrupt you. I think this is very normal, as you said, because the kind of background they come from, right? They
Yeah.
most of the guys are coming from the academic background only. They guys are in the college, right? And very few people are in the industry right now who are participating in this. So, kind of problem statements they have seen, they are just one-liner statement or two-liner statements, right? If you guys talk about the practicals or the projects in your college or in university, right? I think you must agree with me, guys. What is there? Write a program on this. Write a program on this. WAP. Even they don't write the full form. Write a program, right? So just say WAP, right? And and maybe in a major project you have just a few additional requirements, and sometimes they are just mix up of 3 4 requirements, right? And then it becomes a major project. So that is a very normal the kind of background you come from. And here you have completely a 180-degree a change, where you are on the day one itself given a problem statement. But जब तक करेंगे नहीं तब तक होगा नहीं, so for Nandini, until and unless you don't try, you will never have a confidence to handle those things. So this is how you have to understand, right? That you guys have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to stretch your abilities, and then only you will be able to pick up the new skills, pick up the new level of confidence, and pick up the new understanding towards the world, guys.
Yeah. So I think so. Yogendra sir said it very right. You people are coming from an academic background where you people have uh, not seen such type of problem statement. Don't worry. Don't worry. So Yogendra sir, can you confirm, is my voice volume less or it is breaking?
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine.
So I think so. Those people who are feeling my voice is cracking or it's not clear. Okay. Please check the internet at your end. Okay. So whenever we start a session, guys, we always check the internet our end. And I've got a speed of 100 Mbps, guys. It's a decent speed. Okay. So I would request to increase your volume at your end also, Swati, if you are feeling the volume is less. Okay. I think so the volume is decent enough. I don't want to keep it too loud also. Okay. And it's not breaking from my side, guys. It might be breaking from your end because there might be some network problem. Okay. So guys, whoever are facing problem, just disconnect and connect again. Good. So guys, what I was talking is, those people who are feeling that the problem statement is complex, wait, don't leave the session and go, guys. You need to stay with me for the next 2 3 days more, because I know from my past experience it takes at least 2 to 3 days for a student to understand what exactly the problem statement is. Okay, so let me increase my volume. Somebody told me again. Let me increase it. Is it better, Nidhi, now? Nidhi Bhatia, is my volume better now? Just let me know.
Much better.
Okay, good. Thank you. So, guys, so I think it's okay. So now what I want to do is, I want you people to understand the problem statement, guys. Okay, and once you people have understood the problem statement, okay, I will teach you what will be the solution approach for it. Okay, guys, this is very important. So what I'm trying to teach you, I'm putting your chatting off, guys, so that you people can concentrate on the screen now. So guys, what I'm trying to teach you now is, I want you people to understand it better, that how to read the problem statement. Okay, So let me open the problem statement to you for you people. So this is my problem. I hope so this was clear to you people. I think so. I explained the what you call the client expectation it was. And now guys, these are the steps for it. So I told you we need to make a Python script. It needs to open into a browser. Okay. And there needs to be some map tool. So guys, the first step what you need to do is you need to keep a paper and pencil with you or a pen with you. Okay. And when you are reading this document, try to capture the fields in which data is there. So guys, when I read the point number 3, I come to know that they are talking something about latitude, they are talking something about longitude, they are talking about something month, day, attack type, region, country, state, city, all these types. Okay, and there are 9 types of bombing attacks also, like bombing, assassination, kidnapping. Okay, and they are talking something related to region, country, state, and city. So guys, the first step what you need to do is read the document at a higher level and try to understand whatever you people can understand. So guys, we need to iterate this process multiple times. That means what I want to say is I need to read this document multiple times so that I'll be able to do and understand the problem statement. And it's a normal thing. Okay. So once you people do this, read the problem statements, try to map on a piece of paper what all data needs to be captured, guys. Okay, so I'm just reading this aloud. So I'll teach you a process that what I've done. So the third point says that the UI should have a map tool which needs to be an interactive visualization, and it will generate what is known as a scatter geo map. At present I don't understand what it is, but don't worry. Okay, with markers for highlighting the lat and long where the incident happened based on the combination of month, day, attack type, region, country, state, and city. Okay, and the user should be able to select any day, region, country, everything. Okay, so these are some of the points which I need to capture. That is day, month, region, country, state, city. And we need to create a single visualization of every combination possible and get it updated. Okay, so based on my little understanding, guys, I'm also assuming that you people got a little understanding. I also got a little understanding. But if you people remembered, I told you to also read the code book. You people remember? I told you to read the code book. And the code book was a document which was referring to your data set. And if you have gone through the document, guys, the code book, you must have seen there is an explanation of lot of columns there. Okay? So guys, whenever you people get a problem statement, the first step what you need to do is create a solution approach. Okay, so I'll take you to the steps of a solution approach. So whenever you have a problem statement, guys, what I need to do, I need to develop a solution approach. Okay, and for your help only, guys, what I have done, I have already created another document for you that is known as solution approach. And in this approach, I am teaching you people how to actually approach a problem statement to give a solution. Okay, so what we'll be using, guys, is known as an agile methodology. It's an agile methodology, guys, and what it says, agile methodology says you need to release early and release often. What do you mean by that? It means, guys, that every day, guys, I'm trying to point something, every day your code should be in a position to be in a running state. That means Agile methodology says I do small steps every day, okay, and do an incremental changes in my code every day so that I can achieve my final goal. And what is my final goal? To achieve the client expectation. This technique, which I'll be teaching you people in the next few days, is known as agile methodology. Is it clear, guys? So what is agile methodology? Break your problem statement into small tasks. And the task should be so small that you can complete your task in one day. That's the beauty of an agile methodology. I break down my problem statement. I break down my client expectation into next 15 days or next 14 days or next 30 days into small questions. And what I do, and I solve the questions every day. So what will happen, guys? If I use this approach, after the end of 15 days, what will happen? You'll have a working project with you. And the best part of agile methodology is every day I can see my application, my code running. That's the beauty of that. Okay. So what you need to create is, guys, you need to create what is known as a backlog, guys. So what you need to do, guys, you need to create what is known as backlog. What is backlog? The tasks what you need to do every day. Then what you do, for example, there are 5 tasks for today. I write the 5 tasks. Task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4, task 5. For what? For my day 1. So that what you make is known as a to-do list. So what I create, guys? A to-do list. And to-do list means what? आज मुझे क्या करना है? What I need to do. And what I start with? I mark everything with what? Doing and done. That means when I start the task, I mark it as doing, and when my task is completed, I mark it as done. This concept is known as agile methodology, guys. And I'll be teaching you this way, that whenever you have a problem statement, guys, what is the way to break that problem statement into small parts? Is it clear, guys? So guys, just give me a sense on the chat whether this agile concept is clear to you. I've opened the chat for you people, guys. Just give me an indication either using yes or no button or on the chat whether this concept is clear to you. What is agile? What is backlog? What is this to-do list and how to maintain it? Good guys. So I think so. A lot of people have told me that it's clear to them. Very good. Okay. Now, guys, I'm again stopping your chat now. Concentrate back on the screen. It's a very, guys, I'm telling you again, the first 3 days is very important, guys. Very important. First 3 days. Okay. You need to be sticking around me for these 3 days. And I'll teach you how to actually make a project a success. Okay. So what I do is, the first step, so I'll go through all the steps, then we'll take one steps every day, guys. Okay, this will be approach. Whenever there is a big problem statement like ours, which we have not understood fully, no problem, you need to solve the problem into steps, guys. And the first step, guys, is known as your analysis phase. So guys, the homework which I gave you to read the code book comes under what? The analysis phase. Okay. What you need to do, guys? So I've given you the solution document, and I have already shared this document with you people. You need to just follow this document, guys. So what I need to do is, in the analysis phase, guys, this is the most typical and the most complex part of any project. So if any fresher is there, it becomes very difficult for him to do analysis of the problem statement. That's why you require a very experienced team to do that. So guys, if you people remember, I was talking about the PMC role. Do you people remember? The project management consultancy. So FOSC as a team, I told you, we sat with the client for 1 month, okay? In which phase? The analysis phase. So what you people need to do is, guys, okay, you need to read the document carefully and download the data set, okay? And if you people remember, in the project document or the problem statement, I had given you a URL where my data set is. It's an Excel sheet. Do you people remember? It's an Excel sheet. With this data set is a file which explains each and every column. It's a very important step, guys, that you need to understand your data set. And it is very important for any data science project to start with, that you need to have a proper understanding of your data set. And guys, I'm telling you today, if you people also do not have the complete understanding of your data set, it would be very difficult for you people to do the project or complete the project. So what you need to do is, guys, you need to read the codebook.pdf, which I've given you as a homework yesterday. I'm assuming a lot of people have not done that. No problem. Okay, I'm there with you and I'll explain you the codebook also. And guys, every phase there will be a deliverable. What do you mean by deliverable? When this phase is ended, what I will get? Okay, so guys, I am acting as a project manager for you people. Try to understand. So when this phase starts, the analysis phase, I give you a homework. And what was the homework? Read the codebook.pdf. Read the problem statement. And what I want, guys, is I want an output from you people. And that output in the industry is known as deliverable. What do you deliver? Okay. So what I want out of this phase, guys, is the deliverable of this phase would be a CSV file. So guys, what I am giving you as an input is 2 files, the Excel sheet and the code book. What you need to do? You need to understand the code book and give me back what? Give me back the CSV file. And what the CSV file will have? This CSV file will have a reduced columns required to meet the expectation. That means, guys, do you people remember I was telling you when I was teaching you the problem statement that there are a lot of columns: day, month, year, region, country, city. But when you see your data set, that is the Excel sheet, you will come to know, guys, that there are a lot of more columns there, okay, which are not required. So what is my expectation out of this analysis phase is, guys, I want you people to create an Excel, create a CSV file from the Excel sheet. And the CSV file should have what? Reduced columns. Naturally, when you read the problem statement and when you read the code book, you'll come to know that there are a lot of columns which are not required also. And guys, this process is a very typical process. So what I've done for you people is, I have already read the code book. I have already spent 1 month with the client, understanding his expectation. Okay. And what I've done is, I have made a list of columns, guys. Can you people see? This is the list of columns. How many columns are there? 23 columns are there, guys. That means these are the only columns which are required for our process. Okay, so my original Excel sheet has a lot of data that's not required. Based on my experience, it's a very typical task for you people, that's why I have done for you people. And what you need to do is, you need to only read and have the knowledge of only these columns. Okay, what are the column names, guys? Let me take one by one. I year, I month, I day, country, country txt, region, region txt, prof state, city, latitude, longitude, attack type 1, attack type 1 txt, target type 1 txt, nationality 1, nationality 1.txt, g name, weapon type 1 text, n kill, prop extent. So guys, these are the only columns which you need to read from your code book. Okay, and guys, I'll explain you this today, how to read that data also. Okay, so guys, I'm opening your chat now. Just let me know, is this analysis phase clear to you people? Or do you have any questions on the analysis phase? It's Priyank Dubey. It's the data analysis project. We'll do a visualization here. There's no modeling done. Okay. So a lot of people have said clear. Good, guys. Okay. So Santosh, when you sit with the client and spend 1 month, you'll come to know which columns are required or no. Is it clear? It's not a one-day process, Santosh. Yes, I will. If you want, you can add more columns also for deep analysis. Yes, Vineet, we have to only work with this 23 columns. You are right. Kanish, have patience. I'll teach you how to create a CSV file also. Don't worry. I'll teach you everything. Okay. Yes, Rohit Pamar, we are analyzing the data set. So guys, I think so this step is clear to everybody. Okay, let me now go to the next step. Okay, so Anubha is saying, sir, from where we can download the data set? I'm coming to that, Anubha. I'm teaching you that step also. No, yes, Anirudh, usually the client provides the information for all the columns. Yes, you are right, Aniruddha. Okay, so let me stop your chatting now and again concentrate on the screen now, guys. Okay, guys, do you people remember I gave you a URL, bit.ly/first project 5 and drive. Okay, I'm again sharing this with you people. Let me copy this. Okay, and let me share with you people on your chat. I have also shared on the Slack also. Okay, this URL of yours, I told you guys, is the lifeline of your project, guys. Remember I told you? And see, guys, when I do the same, when I go to this URL, this is my drive for my project 5. Can you people see? Okay, I clicked on the same URL which I've sent you, and when I click on this, this is the drive which I get. Okay, and this is that Excel sheet, guys. Try to concentrate on the screen now, guys. What is the name of the Excel sheet? It's a global terrorism DB underscore some number distribution dot Excel sheet, XLX. And how many MB it is? It's a 90 MB file. Let me double click and open, guys. So guys, see, it's a problem. What it says, could not preview the file. This file is too large to preview. Guys, just see. This is the first hindrance you people are having. This is the first hindrance. When you try to open the Excel sheet, when you try to open your data set, you are not able to open your data set because my data is huge. How much huge? It's 1,90,000 data. So what I need to do is I need to download my data. Why? Because if I don't download it, I cannot preview it. If I can't preview it, it's a problem for me. Did you get it? Okay. So what I'll do is I'll click on the download and I'll download that file. And what I've done, guys, I have already downloaded that for you people. So if you can see in my project season file directory, I already have global terrorism DB Excel sheet. And guys, now what you need to do is you need to double click this. If you are having a Windows system and you need to open this in your Microsoft Excel sheet. It's a Microsoft Excel sheet. But guys, because I'm using a Mac system, I'm not using a Windows system, okay, I'll open with another tool, my tool of Excel sheet on Mac, and that is known as Numbers. So guys, just see. It is trying to open my global terrorism data in my Excel sheet. Because my data is, if you people see, my data is approximately 94.5 MB, it is taking a lot of time to open. And after some time, if I keep this screen for you, you people will come to know that this file is not opening also. So this is the second hindrance in your project, guys. I have given you a data set. Because the data set is so big, you people are not able to open and see the database also. Did you people understand? This is the challenge. How to solve the challenge? The solution is do not open in the Excel sheet, guys. It's a wrong approach. Why? Because my data is huge, the Excel sheet will fail. So what I need to do? I need to use Pandas as a library and Python as a programming language to do what? Read my Excel sheet and convert into what? The CSV file. And guys, I have already done it for you. Okay? And I'll explain you how to do it in the coding part. Don't worry. Today, not today. Maybe after 2 days, I'll explain you that also. How to write that code of doing what? Converting my Excel sheet into my CSV file. And guys, I have already done that. Okay? And guys, if you see the difference, my data was 94 MB in the Excel sheet and my data is 34.5 MB in my CSV file. Can anybody tell me, I'm opening the chat, why the data file size has reduced? Guys, I've opened the chat for you people. Can you people tell me why my file size has reduced? Somebody saying compression. Somebody saying columns are reduced. Yes, filtered column. I have removed the unnecessary columns. You people are right. I have dropped a lot of columns. There's no compression Saksham. It's not because of a CSV file format. No, guys. It's only because of one process, guys. I have deleted the unnecessary columns in that. Are you people with me? I have done what? Deleted the unnecessary columns. And I have not done it manually, guys. I have created a Python script for that. Using what? Python as a language and Pandas as a library. Okay? And I'll teach you guys how to do that. Don't worry. Okay? Let's focus what is there in this CSV file now. I'm again stopping the chat now, guys. Concentrate on the screen. My global terror.csv. I'll try to open that now. Let me open in my Excel sheet of Mac that is known as Numbers. You people can open the CSV file in your Microsoft Excel if you people are using a Windows system. Okay, and this will be a faster process, guys. You'll see now. Why? I'm not reading a 90 MB file now. What I'm reading? I'm reading a 34 MB file. It will take little time, don't worry, but let it read that data for me. So we need to be patient, guys. Patience is very important, guys, whenever you're doing a project. If you don't have patience, it will be very tough for you people to do a project. Is it clear? Don't worry. Why this is taking time, guys? Let me start again. Right click, I'll say my numbers. Let's see if it opens fast this time. If not, I'll open in some other tool then. So by the time it is opening, if you people have any questions, you can put on my chat, let it open. I'll spend the time in answering your questions. I've opened the chat for you people. Till this process, what I've taught you today, is this concept clear to you people? Okay, CSV stands for comma separated values, guys. Satish, is it clear? Yes, good Ameya, if your file is open in Excel. Good Sriram, if it is opening in the Windows system. Good. Okay, there might be some problem at my thing. Let me quit that. There might be some other problem also on my system. Let me, okay, Chirayu, let me open there. There is my CSV. Let me open there. Let me open here on the Google Drive. Perfect. It opened there. Thank you, Chirayu. So, guys, okay, I'm stopping your chat again now. Now, guys, concentrate back on the screen now. Okay, I'm trying to explain you the data, and you should be in the position to read your data also. Okay, so this data, guys, it's a global terrorism data which was collected by University of Maryland in USA. Okay, try to understand the story behind it, guys. In the University of Maryland, there's a department by the name of START, S-T-A-R-T. That department gathered this data across the world, and they have put that data in this Excel sheet. And now once this data is there, each and every record, guys, each and every record gives you one incident which happened across the world. Is it clear, guys? So one record, this row number 2 means what? There was one incident which happened where? In 1970, in the 7th month means what? July. On which day? 2nd of July. In which country? Whose code is 58 and whose name is Dominican Republic. And the region code is what? 2. And the region is what? Central America. Okay. And then what is the province name? What is the just a minute, guys. I think so I lost it. Okay. What is the, just a minute. Okay. What is the state means what? What is the province or state? It's a national. Which is the city? Santo Domingo. What is the latitude of that city? It's 18.45. What is the longitude of the city? It's -69. What is the attack type? That means, what is the code for that? It is 1, and 1 means what? Assassination. That means, what happened? Assassination happened. And who were the target people whose code is 14, and who were targeted? Private citizens were targeted. Okay. What was the nationality of that people? They were from National 58 citizen, again Dominican Republic. And what was the terrorist group name? It was Mano D. What was the weapon type used? It was code 13, and it was unknown information. How many people was killed? 1. And was there any problem to the property? No, there was no property problem there. That means it only killed 1 person. So guys, just let me know, is this concept clear to you people now? I am opening the chat again to you people. Are you people in this class able to read the data of 1 row? Is it clear now? So guys, what you people now all the queries which were there in your mind will start solving one by one. Is it solving now? So each and every data, guys, is telling a story. What is that story? And I told you, you should be able to read your record column by column. Is it clear? I'll again do that. A lot of people have asked me. Anubhav, I'm not taking questions now related to code book. Okay, please try to understand. A lot of problems will be solved, Anubhav. Is it clear? Shivi, you need to understand the large data. You don't have any option. Okay. No Shriram will be converted into CSV. Okay. So I'm stopping the chat again, guys. Concentrate back on the screen. Okay. I am teaching you how to read the data. If you people are able to make a story out of your data, it's very easy for you people to do the project then. Okay. So guys, what it says what? In 1917, let me take another one. Okay. Let me take this record. 1917, in the month of January, 0 means I do not know which day it was, that's why it is marked 0. Okay. In which country? Japan. Which is in East Asia, and which province or state? Fukuoka. Which is the city? Fukua. Okay. What is the latitude? 33.58. What is the longitude? 130. What had happened? There was a facility or infrastructure attack. Okay. Who was the target type? Government or diplomats. Okay. Which nationality was it as? United States. Okay. What was the terrorist group name? Unknown. What was the weapon type used? Incendiary. Okay. And how many people were killed? 0 people were killed. Okay. And if I see this, guys, this is what was the property which was damaged in this case. The next one, it's a 3. Okay. And how was this? It's a code basically. It was a miner that was, how many was destructed? A loss in the property less than $1 million. So guys, now let me know again. I've opened the chat. Is this concept clear to you now? Are you people able to read your data? And this is the data set what I have. So what I have, each and every record means a what? Incident. What incident happened? So what I have a database of 1,90,000 incidents happening from which year? 1970 to 2018. Okay. Swati, I think so you can also try now once. Okay. Hitesh, it is from the University of Maryland. Is it clear? Unknown means the data was missing, Bloom. If the data was missing, if the team didn't have that information, they marked it 0. Did you get it, Bloom? Yes, Saksham. But this army officer gave us a data which was guys, I'm just trying to clarify. The army officer has given us a data which is with FOSS. We have not shared the data with you people, the original data of the client. It's a confidential data, Saksham. So what he told us, you create a POC, a small program using an open data, and we use that data from the University of Maryland. Is it okay? Yes, Shivi, it is a complete data of terrorist activities across the world. 0 means we need that data is missing in that column. Is it clear? So guys, now what is your homework for today? Okay. What was the Bhabani? The prop extent means property के अंदर क्या नुकसान हुआ? Is it clear? Okay. So guys, homework for today again. I think so you people now has a very clear understanding that we are into this analysis phase. Okay. So what you people need to do now is you need to do the homework again. Today's homework, guys. What is the homework, guys? You need to read the data from the code book for only this 23 columns now and try to correlate. This is the one homework. And the second homework now is, guys, you need to read 2 documents for me now. Okay. The first document is problem statement and the second is what? Solution approach. This is the homework for today, guys. Is it clear? So you need to read again your code book, but only what? The description of the 23 columns which I have mentioned. This is the first homework. Second homework, read the problem statement again with today's understanding. Whatever I was able to explain you, read the problem statement document again. I told you guys, it's an iterative process. आपको बार-बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा. This is the only way. Okay? And the third is, just read the solution approach document. Is it clear, guys? So these are the 3 things what you need to do today. Read code book for 23 columns, read the problem statement again, and read the solution approach document. Okay? It might happen, guys, that you might have a lot of questions. Don't worry. Okay? I'll get it clarified tomorrow again. I told you. Okay? It's my promise, guys, that I'll make you people complete the project. Don't worry. Have faith in me. Okay? And have faith in me. And let me know that you people are doing your homeworks diligently every day. Okay? So guys, just give me a feedback. How was the session for today? Okay? Is this clear what I taught you today? Everything? I've opened the chat for you people. A lot of people are saying clear. Good, good. Okay. One more announcement, guys. I have seen on the Slack there is no less questions what your people are asking, guys. Okay. So guys, there is a small announcement now. What you people need to do is, whenever you people get a query in your mind which is technical or non-technical related to the project, okay, try to put your questions on the chat. Guys, I am stopping your chatting. Please consider what I am trying to teach you. Okay. So whatever problem you have, you need to again do what? You need to type it and put it on the Slack. You people need to use this Slack for answering your questions. So guys, I'll give you an example. Let's see. There was a person by the name of Shubham Lakshar. He asked the question. Do you people see? Okay. And this is the right approach, guys. You people, whenever you people have any questions in your mind, put it on a Slack. So everybody can see it. And when you people see a question on the Slack and you people know the answer, you should answer the question for that guy. How to do that, guys? Once you see a question and you come to know that you can answer that, there is an option of reply to thread. Go there, okay, and click on that. And when you click on that, guys, you can see the option of reply. Okay, so here you can type your reply, okay, and then press enter. So in this way, what will happen? You'll see, guys, who has replied and how many replies are there for that question. It will be clear to everybody. Guys, is this concept clear now? How to ask questions on the Slack and how to answer somebody else's question on the Slack. I'm opening the chat, guys, on Zoom. Just let me know, is this concept clear to you? And now I want that whenever you people are reading this document, either code book or problem statement or solution, whenever you get any questions, I want everyone to put it on the Slack. Because your problem statement would be answered there only. Is it clear? Good. Okay. So this was from my side, guys. Okay. And I've done from my side. Now, if you people have any queries, put it on the Slack. Somebody will be answering it. If somebody is not answering it, somebody from the first team will answer. Is it clear? But all your queries will be answered on the Slack only. Is it clear, guys? So guys, give me a feedback. Are you people excited? Is the clarity coming to your problem statement? Are you people able to read your data set now? Yes. I should get that excitement, guys. I'm not getting that excitement from you people. Santosh is saying, I'm excited. Okay. Have patience, everybody. Have patience, guys. Okay. I'm taking baby steps. I'm taking baby steps, guys. Within next 2-3 days, I'll come to the Python and teach you coding also. Don't worry. Okay. Mohit, wait. I'll teach everything. Don't worry. So guys, this was from my side now. So I think so I've done for today. And I told you the class would be for 1 hour every day, 7:30 to 8:30. Okay. I'll put the homework on the Slack again. Don't worry, guys. Sunil. Okay. Shivi is saying, believe me, hota ki project kar rahe hain terrorism ka. Yes. Good, Shivi. Yeah, I'll put Ishank this recording also on the Slack. All the information will be coming on the Slack, guys. Okay. Good. So good night, guys. Hope you people enjoyed the session today. Now I should be able to see a lot of questions coming on the Slack. See, guys, somebody asked, Aniket, when the actual teaching of coding starts. Somebody replied also. What he replied? In second week, first week is dedicated to training and explanation. Yes, good, Nitesh. Okay, somebody asked another question, somebody replied. Guys, I want you people to be the warriors. Your learning will happen when you answer the query from other people, guys. Did you get it? Believe me, trust me. Once you start answering the questions for other people, you learn a lot. Okay? Akshay, I'll teach you, don't worry, I'll write a Python code and teach you, Akshay, how to convert an Excel sheet into CSV. Tanya, wait, I'll tell you if the class is there, don't worry. Hitesh, this program is for 4 weeks, Hitesh. 4 weeks will be programming. Ishan, you should answer that in the thread itself for the Hitesh. This is the wrong way, Ishan. You should not answer like this. You should answer in the thread. Did you get it, Ishan? Good, guys. So, Ravindra sir, anything else from your side, or should we close it for today? Can you hear me, sir? Yeah, I'll type Shivani today's homework. And if somebody knows, guys, can you people answer what is today's homework on the chat for me? Okay, thank you, sir. So if anybody remembers what is the homework, can somebody answer, Shivani? Yes, Vineet Sharma is saying homework for day 2, read the data description, very good. Read the problem statement solution approach PDF according to today's webinar. Very good, Vineet. I'm really happy. So guys, it's my dinner time and should be a dinner time for you also. So let's end the meeting now. Yep. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow, same time, 7:30.